Hello everyone and welcome back to the Taiko World Cup 2026 group stage for Norway versus Hong Kong. I'm DradX and I'm joined by this one guy and Snow Leopard for this cast.
Yo, we got the double non-Taiko casters on the Taiko World Cup for a banger match. Let's go. I'm so excited. I like watching people hitting circles instead of clicking circles for once.
Yeah, this is going to be some intense gameplay for me coming from the land of fruits, but hoping to learn some stuff and see an awesome match.
Yeah, always happy to see more people come in and see the best game mode for what it truly is, and I'm going to stop this conversation right now before it evolves into an argument.
Every game mode is great in its own way. Come on, let's just have a good time. I don't know. This should be cool though, right? Second match of the group after Hong Kong, who are the middle seed of the three, were upset on the tiebreaker in their first match by Team Vietnam. So kind of a must-win for them. But Norway, the top seed in the group, gonna try to make their debut look good. I don't know. It should be fun.
Yeah.
Good. Always nice to have these close seed matches, or at least as close as we can ask for. Granted, we've already seen some very close matches today from much further gaps, mostly thinking the Malaysia-Philippines match and also the Malaysia-Indonesia match, both with significantly larger seed gaps, but still being close matches in their own rights.
Yeah, with Hong Kong being kind of on their last legs here and already having lost in a tiebreaker, I'm hoping they bring it all the way and try to get that tiebreaker redemption. Be an exciting conclusion for them.
I want to see groups just going all three teams 1-1 records, just so we get maximum chaos of the group tiebreaker scenarios coming into play. With that already being possible in Group B, and now looking like it could even be possible in Group A as well, depending on this one. Like, shoot, dude, let's just maximize the excitement of it.
You know, we love putting the burdens on the TOs.
Listen, they have tiebreaker scenarios in place. They'll be fine. I trust them to know what they're doing to break the ties.
I've been in enough tournaments where there's like four tiebreaker levels, and I've seen it hit level 3 like 2 or 3 times.
Yeah.
We have to go between match score, then total score, a whole bunch of different shenanigans. But we're getting to the bans now. Norway banning it no mod 2, so no techno mod for us.
And that was a fun one to see, obviously. Sorry.
Hong Kong's going to be our first pick.
I
believe.
Free mod 2 being the ban from Hong Kong.
Feels like we've seen that one banned a fair amount so far. I've seen it, I think. It's been like banned or picked now, I think 3 out of 3 matches that I've watched or been involved in. Is that do you find that to normally be like the case with this slot? Is that it's a very, very fought over one?
I would say so, because a lot of it is if you're not comfortable with free mod, you just lose on it. Like, it's if they can 4 mod and you can't, then it's kind of just doomed, especially this early on where it's an accuracy battle. But I would generally say free mod bans tend to not be too common, just because if you have issues with free mods, that usually means you have issues with one of the mods, in which case you're usually banning one of those instead. Because there's still just the chance that you can outact them on free mod. But Hidden 1 being the first selection for Hong Kong.
I think coming from Catch Realm, I just gotta know, is there any special hidden slots with a particularly niche
Every
skill
single
that
map
a lot
in
of
this
people hate?
pool has a special slot.
Nice.
Though free mod may have changed from when I'm used to playing, but this is our slower Hidden, a lot more techie patterns, a bit harder to read compared to Hidden 2, which is generally faster and more straightforward accuracy check.
Okay, nice. Yeah, we have our low approach rate hidden, which is
Yeah,
always
this
a
is
hot
a similar
topic.
thing.
Nice. In that case, I love this pick. Let's get started with that.
Oh, that's quick too. They're ready to go, man. They're going right in. And this was so if a team bans the Nomad 2 against you, does that just mean you want to jump straight into the hidden one pick? Is that like a similar sort of skill set ish?
I would say if you can read the hidden aspect of it, it's not a bad idea. But generally, hidden 1 tends to be way too hard to read compared to Nomad 2. But it's group stage, so these players should be just fine with these scroll speeds.
Well, away we go, huh? We got Vendalicious, we got Tien, Henry03, and Xing. I'm excited. I want to see a nice close match with just, 2,000 score difference every map.
So far, we're getting close there. Just shy of 5,000 over to Hong Kong's side right now. This is their pick, but plenty of map left to go.
Getting a bit more of the tech patterns, and Vendalicious picking up a miss.
That was free combo cap as well, right? So, like, the effect... Does that make the effect, like, lesser of the miss, or...?
It's slightly less, yeah. It was close to the combo cap, but...
Is your combo cap 400?
Yes.
We got 200 in catch. Let's see.
And I'm from Standard, where combo is combo, baby.
I think the combo generally amounts to 30,000 points.
Yeah, that's
like
about how it is in
if you
catch.
break from full. But just about a quarter of the chart left. 30,000 points to lead for Hong Kong.
Just that one miss on Vendalicious, plus the slightly higher accuracy on both members of Hong Kong. And coming to the ending, 35k. Feels pretty safe, I think.
Yeah, starting to run out of time for Norway to make a comeback, but I think that's just how these group stages are going to go. Maps are a bit easier, so teams have some space to flex, and one mistake can change everything.
Xing actually picking up a lot of 100s near the ending, bringing the score lead down to only 13k, but still enough for the victory. That one miss from Vendalicious really hurting Norway.
Xing displeased by the late act drops, instantly piecing out from the lobby. Yeah, I ended up with 1,600, so definitely dropped down a fair amount, but job was already done. Now, something that I think is common across modes is this concept of players perhaps being a little lower ranked than their skill level would maybe indicate, and this is something that I feel like has been discussed about this particular group a lot with all three teams. Is that something you can touch on for us here?
I'm personally not too familiar with many of the players, so I can't comment on too much. But overall, I mean, it's a game with a ranking system. Some people play it, some people play for it, some people don't. Can't stop it. Nothing, just it happens. Freemod 1 being the first selection from Norway.
I'd like to name this song Super Kitten Travel Hex.
It is interesting to see not interesting may not be the right word, maybe expected after Hong Kong banning Freemod 2 to see Norway instantly pick Freemod 1.
Yeah.
Whether that's a weakness of Hong Kong or a strength of Norway is yet to be seen.
Also curious to see if Beanies is going to take the field for Hong Kong at some point here. I've heard that he may have that crazy hidden talent that can be the difference.
We just see, since it's group stage, like, we just see 8 mods on both free mods every time that they're picked, right? Like, that's just the expectation, I think, so far, is what I've seen. Generally, HDHR and everyone.
If my memory serves, that generally happens till about quarterfinals.
Okay.
And then on some of the upper teams, like Japan, Korea, presumably United States, I haven't paid enough attention, you'll still tend to see 4 mods going into semis.
It's just that reading inconsistency with those mods on. Keep the ack up, all that jazz.
So yeah, Brown coming in for Hong Kong. Looks like we're about to begin. Will we see 8 mods?
2, 4,
Yes.
6, 8. Yup.
So no mod advantage for either team.
First pick Norway. See if they can get off on the right foot here. Been hearing a lot
Lots of
about the
100s
hidden.
from everyone.
Oof, indeed. What that 96 on Xing and Tian, 98 on Vendelicious, 94? Is it 94 on Brown there?
95 now, but yeah, thereabouts.
Starting to get into the groove now. Actually, going to be going back up a little bit.
The start of this map is a little weird to act if you get off, then it's just kind of you get a lot.
It's like the comfort level is being achieved a bit, but Norway's still hanging on to that early advantage. Both over 99 now, so they've recovered quite well.
Yeah, the accuracy difference really showing.
Yeah, I have hit that combo cap now, so it'll be full punishment for any misses, but so far, just that ack battle.
It's a pretty sizable act gap too, with Brown struggling a bit, still down at 97, and Xing at 98. So, right, maybe. Does this imply that Norway is better at ack in general, or is this something that's kind of just going to be about this free mod?
With HGHR, it's a little hard to tell, because getting covered with HGHR is a much different beast compared to nomad accuracy.
Pretty good, 2/3 of the way through, without those big sections to find a lot of trouble on. Building up.
Stream, Tien picks up a lot of 100s, but holds on to the combo.
He's still in range ack-wise of the opponents as well, so not going to harm Norway too much. At least still 30k.
Yeah, full nut combo going to be important because there's only a 30k advantage for Norway, so they drop a combo that could make it even and let Hong Kong steal it.
Looks like the low star rating consistency coming through in spades for both teams, but just that accuracy supremacy for Norway here. 37k and growing a little bit into the ending. Very, very good performance. So that's a 4-way FC, but just the superior accuracy from Norway from pretty much minute 1.
Yeah, Vendelicious in particular, 99.73, really coming in clutch with that accuracy.
Yeah, that's huge. So tied up 1-1. Back over to Hong Kong for their second pick of the match.
Unfortunately for them, the techiest chart in the pool was in fact banned by Norway, so they can't really ride the success off of Hidden 1. Though perhaps they go for Hidden 2, maybe the Hidden was the issue. Though, with the performance on this free mod, saying the Hidden was the issue is a little bit suspicious.
Yeah.
I've seen it said that Hong Kong is a very strong Hidden team, but I don't know how much that means in group stage when pretty much everybody is going to be relatively strong on just about everything, and it's going to be the Nomad 3 pick. And that's just kind of a little bit of a faster pace type of map, right? Or chart.
The speed Nomad.
I love
270
speed.
BPM.
Oh yeah, I didn't realize. Yeah, I'm not used to paying that close attention to BPM, so you guys don't have approach rate. But yeah, 270 is quite high.
Yeah, I would say it's still generally within a comfortable range. Certainly not for scroll speed. The way scroll speed works in Taiko, it generally balances out no matter how fast it goes. just the notes. The game is designed in a way such that the notes are roughly the same spread out no matter what, like relative to the BPM.
Yeah.
But obviously, if there's scroll speed changes within the chart itself, it can mess with it a bit more.
Yeah, we need to get some like Mania style SB going.
Don't worry if Nomad 4 is picked. You'll
Oh,
get
does
your
it have
wish.
it? Oh my god, I want Nomad 4 now.
Yeah, Nomad 4 is a super cool chart. We saw that one a little earlier in the previous match. Absolute banger.
It's the one thing my mode doesn't have that I really wish it did. I don't know why, but
Oh, where's
just
your
so fun.
reverse fruits?
yeah. Yeah,
We
I
don't
need, I
have
need the
we don't
fruits
have
to, like,
reverse
pause
nodes.
and move upwards.
The most we get are 0 BPM notes, but reverse notes would be a little silly.
A whole new dimension.
I think standard World Cup needs to start having like 2B maps and stuff just to really go out on the crazy scale a little bit further.
I think my understanding with the issue with a lot of the other modes is that it starts to really mess with the way Score V2 works. Meanwhile, in taiko, it doesn't. But you do see misses from Petterday and Shing. Henry finding another miss as well, so Vendelicious the only FC remaining in the lobby, and we're only about 20 seconds in.
And it's also huge act drops from Hong Kong to go with too. Like not only did they have the combo breaks, but down at 98, 97 act versus SS and high 99, so really not a good start for their own pick here.
Yeah, score difference only 30k, but that should continue to grow.
He says only, and I'm just picturing air quotes, you know? And another break
Another
from
miss from
Shing.
Shing.
Wait. This is your own pick here, Hong Kong. You guys can't be struggling like this. Like, you just can't afford it. 60k, and we're not even halfway through. That is a gigantic lead for Norway, who feel pretty comfortable. Another break from Henry. This is not going well at all.
Understandable miss. Those patterns are really hard to hit. But it's not looking great for Hong Kong. Vendelicious and Petter actually tied on accuracy. Vendelicious getting more 100s to counteract Petter's miss.
Yeah, after that early miss, Petter is really locked in. Into another TI section. Shing gonna miss.
Vendelicious picks up a miss though. But one miss is not the end of the world at this point.
Yeah, just shy of 100k score advantage. I think it's pretty safe to say Norway is going to take this map.
They've just cruised through this the entire way, even with the break. It's just been smooth sailing. Bit of a mispick, I suppose, from Hong Kong, unfortunately. Be interesting to see. And this is such a big switch up skill set wise. It'll be interesting to see where they go from here after going from the hidden one to this and it not going well for them. That was a very solid win for Norway. 100k is like just such a big margin, especially in groups here where most maps are very close.
Lots and lots of misses picked up by Hong Kong there. So that breakpoint puts the ball in Norway's court, as it is their pick next.
They went into that free mod with their first pick. Don't have a second free mod available. Could go maybe a hard rock, or I don't know. Do they go like a no mod 4 ever after the free mod 1?
I think if your goal is an accuracy battle, you think your next most likely pick would be Nomad 5, but I could see like a hard rock 1 or something. Hard rock 1 it is.
He did it, chat. He did the thing.
That's why we have him on the desk. Someone's got to know what's going on.
33% knowledge rate in the booth. Not too shabby. Not too shabby. This is going to be the first time I've seen this map, I believe, so far in this round, personally. So What are we looking for here?
We're looking at a slow accuracy-based hard rock. Though it's OD 6.4, so only 8.5 maybe with hard rock, somewhere around there. So not too bad on the accuracy. 155 BPM, so scroll speed won't be an issue unless the scroll speed changes. So all around, just a very comfortable map that's just accuracy focused. Different spacings of notes compared to a Nomad chart.
I haven't seen a ton of roster swap ups yet so far. I'm curious if we're gonna get to see some of the other players. Like I said, what I heard, Beanies could be a star player for Hong Kong, so hoping to see some action from them.
It's so interesting to me. I mentioned this in the last match that I was casting, but the 2 versus 2 with minimum team size of 2 but maximum team size of 6 is really interesting.
Yeah.
Like, that's just such deep rosters and allows you to really put in individualized players. Like, if you need somebody for a slow scroll hidden reading ACK player, like, you can just specify super deep into that because you have so many bench roster spots, which is really an interesting approach to roster construction and kind of format, I suppose, of the tournament itself.
Yeah, definitely allows for a lot more specialization compared to previous years. Though I do wonder how much that's actually playing a part in terms of roster selection rather than just who's playing what chart.
Definitely helps get in, like, more teams as well, just from the outset, so you get more participants in the tournament, which is always good. Grow the scene and such, where everybody beats everybody and Japan looks on from the top and laughs a little bit.
Battle for second place.
Yes, sir.
But
Gotta have
that's the
the
weeks
boss.
from now.
Yeah,
Now we
we don't
have a Norway versus Hong Kong.
Right? Like, we don't even have to worry about seeing those top teams for a while. For now, we get true battles, hopefully. But Norway looking to consolidate the break point. This gets big in a hurry with this being only best of 9, so this is already, like, starting to be important points very fast.
Yeah.
We are practically dead even, just the ever so slight accuracy edge to Norway here, but there's a break from Henry.
Tripping up on the 1-6.
We are seeing, let's see, that is a little tiny act drop, but it's a break from Brown.
As well.
Ugh.
0.85 on both Vendelicious and Petterday. About a third through the map.
Really
Yeah,
cool
hard.
rhythm changes, man. That's like such a nifty song element.
Getting
Again,
the halfway
just
mark now. 80k difference.
feels really good for Norway in terms of the accuracy and with the multiple misses that have come out from Hong Kong. Vendelicious and Petterday both still holding the FCs and really good accuracy as well. Kind of just flexing their muscle as the higher seeded team, it feels like a little bit.
Nice little slow part.
These slow sections always a struggle with hard rock, at least for me.
Gonna really test your nerves. Might be a nice little break stamina-wise, but yeah. And then once it jumps back into full speed, it can throw you off pretty easily.
This is just another really strong performance from Norway. It's going to be another big win as well.
Yes, it is.
Wow. I feel it is not every day that you see back-to-back group stage maps won by over 100,000 score, but they just managed to accomplish that. 8 total hundreds hit between the two of them on the double full combo. Neither player FCing from Hong Kong, and multiple misses and a lot more hundreds as well. I mean, that's just a That's one-way traffic.
Yeah. Will be interesting to see if Norway will be picking Hard Rock 2 after that. I would not be surprised if they did. But it is Hong Kong's pick next. And I think from this position, I would struggle to think of what to pick. It might just be a Nomad 4 and Prey, honestly.
Let's go.
I'd be down.
Can you hear me, Hong Kong?
Maybe Hidden
Please,
2.
I need to see this
Hidden,
map.
Hidden 2 is also plausible, I think.
I feel like Hidden 2, after the way Nomad 3 went, maybe feels a little questionable though. That would be my concern.
Yeah, it's not too fast. It's just Norway's
that kind of-
accuracy looks
yeah.
unstoppable right now, so picking accuracy-based charts is a little rough. But Nomad 5 will be the selection, so we are going into the accuracy battle.
Interesting
say-
to opt into an accuracy battle.
This is among the harder of the accuracy battle charts, though. It is just 2 minutes of streams.
Interestingly, despite going all the way to tiebreaker in their previous match, Hong Kong did not play this map there. I don't have the data at hand to see if it was maybe banned in that matchup. So they are kind of opting into a new pick here to try to change up their fortune a little bit after their previous pick went kind of poorly. Bro, no map. That's never
Love
good.
to see that.
Dude. I don't want to see no map.
We're doing it live. Let's go.
I'd be lying if I said this is the first time I've seen this happen.
Listen, all I'm saying is first try, best try.
This happens at least 2 or 3 times per TWBC I cast, I feel. And not to point fingers, I feel like it's happened with the US team more than anyone. But
It's all part of the strategy. You gotta delete the map, make your opponent think that they get an easy win, and then you crush them, and it's mental games, you know?
something like that, yeah.
Listen, it's group stage. The maps themselves are very, very closely fought, so you might as well take every little advantage you can get. And if that has to be a psychological advantage, then darn it, you take it.
Yeah, it is very interesting. The different dynamics of group stage allowing you to see sometimes what the other teams have already picked and played against each other. Not really a luxury that you get in pretty much any other format.
Yeah, I mean, once you get into like potential matches in losers bracket, I guess in several weeks
Yeah.
into the tournament, that's the only time you really see that. And it's different as well, typically, because by the time you get to potential matches, you're into quarterfinals, semifinals, depending on format, and the pools are a lot harder. So I think maybe just a little bit harder to predict outcomes. Whereas in group stage, it's like this is probably what they're going to get because these maps are just not that difficult as of yet.
A Nurin fanboy coming in for Norway.
His first map of this match.
I believe so, yeah.
We'll see how he's feeling. Feels kind of must win for Hong Kong here, right? Down 3-1 breakpoint consolidated to
Yeah.
Norway already.
Losing
Yeah.
this would be very hard to come back from.
Slight advantage Norway.
Couple early act drops for Henry, but he should be able to recover just fine. It's a break from Nurin Fanboy, so the new player into the lobby, gonna be the first to find a miss on the map. Advantage to Hong Kong.
Yeah, but missing early is not too big a deal. But that is a lot more misses.
And this is the type of chart where if you break, you can suffer note lock. We saw that happen earlier, and there's
Picks the miss,
Shing.
but holds on for the
Yeah.
most part.
That was actually impressive to recover combo on a pattern like that. I feel like it's really easy to no lock and just chain miss. He did not have that fate. So Hong Kong maintains the advantage. 28k, 27k. To the spinners. 1/3 to go. Hong Kong looking pretty good on this one. Trying to recover a little bit of momentum after the points lost in a row.
Henry picks up a lot of misses, locking a lot.
There it goes.
Yeah. The pains of Nomad 5.
That's my fault. I'm sorry. I expressed faith and positivity in Hong Kong, and this is how I reward them. I am terribly sorry to Henry for the chain miss, and Norway is just gonna run with it now. That's pain.
Yeah, I think you can see that get into him. Some of those misses on the slower notes as well. At that point, it's just getting thrown off your game, you know. That's such a good run too. They look really strong.
I'm curious to see what his accuracy looks like outside of the misses. 29, so it wasn't like
54 misses. Very, very unfortunate.
Yeah.
You lock. That's the dangers of Nomad 5. You lock on one of those streams, and it's kind of just over. Really, just have to pray that someone on the other team did the same thing.
Like we mentioned earlier, that is 4-1 match point and pick for Norway, so they have the opportunity to lock it away right here. And surely, we got to get that Nomad 4.
That's 4 maps in a row as well for Norway. Like, it was Hong Kong, looked actually pretty good on the first pick on the Hidden One. And since then, it's just been one-way traffic, as I said earlier.
My guess would be Hard Rock 2, but we'll see what they pick.
Your guesses have been pretty
DT2.
decent.
DT2 selection.
The wild card pick.
So, fast. It's the faster DT accuracy rather compared to the Hard Rock accuracy. So.
Feels like the last slots in these mod pools are what in standard we would consider like the mechanics maps, where they're higher aim requirement, higher tapping requirement, instead of being
Generally,
a higher
yes.
like reading or accuracy element.
Yeah.
Nomad 5.
That's generally how the mod pools go.
Yeah.
Though in all honesty, it's a lot simpler than that. It's usually the first mod one is slow, the second mod one is fast. And then the variations of difficulty that come from that just naturally. It starts to become a lot more prevalent in later pools, where Hidden 1 will be 120 BPM and Hidden 2 will be like 280.
Oh god. It's also quite funny, and I don't know. I mean, you're using 2 hands, right, in taiko, versus only having 1 hand to tap in standard. But like the levels the BPM hits are so crazy high on paper, where it's, we have a 270 BPM map in group stage pool. Like, that would feel ridiculous in standard. But in taiko, that's like, whatever, no big deal.
Yeah, this is kind of how the game works. But here we go. DT2, one of the shortest maps in the pool. Only a minute 26 with DT.
Exactly what I was going to say. This is the shortest by a pretty decent margin, so...
TV size, my beloved.
Hong Kong's chances of getting through groups are a minute away from being pretty much... Well, they'll get through groups. Getting into winners, I suppose, would be the way to phrase that. Will be dashed. I love this song representation in this, with like the triples interspersed with the singles. Very, very cool, kind of what we would consider a finger control, tapping control type of element.
DT2 does tend to be quite straightforward in terms of patterning, and it certainly does not disappoint here.
Once again.
Usually not easy though, just straightforward.
This is it's just on a knife's edge, right? We're already 2/3 of the way through, and it's literally just 1 or 2 hundreds, I think, that separate.
The lead's flickering.
Oh man.
Oh baby.
Just trading 100s.
The SS is the bottom. There's a big break.
Miss.
Huge. probably will seal it in favor of Hong Kong, unless something really tragic happens in the last few moments.
I'm scared to curse it. I don't want to say anything.
Nah, you're good.
There we go. Hong Kong, they needed that one.
Yeah. Hong Kong holds on against match point for Norway. 2 double S's in this match, by the way. I honestly didn't notice. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, the contest was between the top row, not the bottom row. They were just holding the entire way through, but it was the 3 misses from Petterday with only 300s versus the 900s, but FC from Henry.
Yeah, really see, combo game is not that big in this game, but you see the effects of it right there.
Yeah, Petterday actually tied Henry in accuracy despite those misses, so if it wasn't for that, I think Norway was going to take that.
So now we go hidden 2. So this is our higher speed, consistency act battle hidden. Work our way down that side.
From what I remember from seeing this, it's a little more awkward than you generally see in hidden 2s, but it is certainly faster. This is a lot more of a comfortable range of hidden for most players.
How clutch can Hong Kong be in this match?
Just need 2 more to bring it a tiebreaker.
I was saying, managed to hold out through 1.
Yeah, but unfortunately for Hong Kong, if they win this, they then have to break point against Norway to take it to tiebreaker. Which generally is not exactly ideal. I feel like whenever I've been in these situations, it feels a lot better if you have to get the break point out of the way first.
Kinda had to do both, right? Gotta get 2 break points and a point on their own pick, so...
Yeah, they got their first one, but not an easy task by any means.
Just gotta take it one map at a time, I suppose, right? And just go one foot in front of the other.
This is Hong Kong's final pick, so it's all or nothing for them for this match.
Good. Tian Vendelicious, Henry Shing. See, Hong Kong can force this to Norway's last pick. I would like the drama of a tiebreaker in a perfect world, but that might be asking a lot. Early act drops for Hong Kong. Oh boy.
No mod 4 into tiebreaker, and then we have the banger match of all time.
Hong Kong struggling a bit with accuracy in these early sections.
I believe that happened in a previous match as well. One team had a little trouble on one person with accuracy in the early section, and it just ended this map because the other team double FC'd, or double FC'd with like 200s total.
3 of the players having issues with that 1-3, but still holding on both.
So it's SS and 99.4 against both players at what, 98.5 and 99.1. At whoever does the design for this would love a world where the AC isn't directly over top of the mod icons. Please and thank you.
I am curious, the little red number under the score, I think that's a taiko thing?
That is how much each note is worth. It's just a jumble because of how many notes there are.
That makes sense.
$40K lead in a 4-way FC situation gives you an idea of just how comfortable Norway is on the accuracy, especially with that double S on Vendelicious coming into the ending here.
Yeah, slow and steady race for Norway. Gaining.
Coming into the ending.
Well, 1/3 that you're talking about coming back in. No trouble. They did lose the double S on Vendalicious, but more importantly, they won the match, and that is all that's going to matter. It's another four-way
Indeed.
FC on this, by the way.
Yeah.
Accuracy.
So Norway will take the match 5-2. Hong Kong just having a bit of accuracy issues with that chart. Certainly not easy to hit.
And that will mean that Hong Kong is 0-2 now in the group, which means they are guaranteed to drop into the losers bracket for the next stage. No longer can get the number 1 seed out of this group, whereas your winners on screen, Norway, now 1-0 in the group, and will face Vietnam tomorrow. Winner of that one will go into winners bracket, so that one's for all the marbles, which is what we love to see from the last match in the group.
Yeah, we got to keep it exciting somehow.
And these two matches actually ended pretty much simultaneously. Over on the second stream, we had Russia closing out Portugal 5-2. So that is our match block just done just like that. Can't send you over to another match because it's just done with.
But don't worry, we do have more matches coming up in just a couple minutes. Couple being at 19 as of right now. The matches of...
We have Slovakia versus Mexico right here on the mainstream, and then at the same time Germany versus Finland over on the B stream.
Yeah, I'll be seeing you all over on the B stream there, being moved over there for that match, but until then, be seeing you all in just a couple minutes.